If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it is broke, don't let a politician fix it. Welcome back to Speak Freely. We've got a new segment called How Do We Fix It? It's called How Do We Fix It? No. Yeah, we're not monetized yet. It's fine. We can say We've got a new segment called How Do We Fucking Fix It? Where we take a look at some things that we can do to potentially fix the government and fix the country in general. It's a 4-part series, and today is part 1 on government reform. Congress is broken. Whether it's voting along party lines or ignoring constituents or the ever-increasing net worth of those in Congress, it really seems like they don't give a shit about who they're supposed to represent or the country in general. And so we've identified a couple of things here that we think won't solve the problem, but can begin some reform on what we have. Now, the first one up, I think everyone's going to agree with, it's term limits. Nobody should be in Congress for 50 years. Honestly, if you're spending 30, 40, 50 years in Congress, you're missing out. You have no idea what is going on in the society around you. My proposal here is very simple. Right now, you have 6-year terms in the Senate and 2-year terms in the House. I'm proposing a limit of 2 terms for the Senate and 6 for the House. This way, you can have 12 years total in either branch. If you love Congress that much, you can do both. And that is 24 years. That is a wonderful career that allows you to do a whole lot. But after that, go run for president, go into the private sector, go play in traffic. I don't care what it is that you do, but you should not be in Congress any more than that. Next up is banning members of Congress from owning or trading individual stocks. Again, this one shouldn't really be controversial whatsoever. Members of Congress have the ability to affect legislation. They also get insider information that the rest of the public does not. I know it's technically illegal for insider trading, but it happens. It happens all the time, and it happens on both sides of the aisle. What we need to do is ban them from owning, buying, and selling individual stocks. You want to, invest in mutual funds? That's great. But having access to basically privileged information and then being able to act on that is absolutely a conflict of interest. And this one shouldn't even be remotely controversial. Stop members of Congress from buying and selling individual stocks. Next up is lobbying. Now, you can't ban lobbying completely because it's a First Amendment right to petition the government. The problem is this has been kind of perverted into, instead of constituents being able to talk to their representatives and petition for certain things, this is now corporations and special interests throwing money at members of Congress to get the things that they want and need. And now what ends up happening is, instead of representing the things that your constituents want you to do, you are now open and you are receiving money from super PACs and from corporations in order to do the things that they want you to do. And money talks. Okay? Now, can you hand a senator a briefcase full of cash? Obviously, no. But what you can do is you can throw them a fundraiser. You can help their campaign. You can offer them a lucrative job after they leave office, but they got to do what you want them to do, right? This does nothing for the everyday person. This does nothing for their constituents. Every dollar that lobbyists invest into members of Congress, they get about $750 in return. So it works. And for every member of Congress, there's roughly 20 lobbyists. That's how well it works. So what we need to do is we need to add more legislation around this. Now, right now, if you're a member of the House, you have to wait 1 year after you leave to become a lobbyist. If you're in the Senate, you have to wait 2 years. What I'm saying is ban the ability to take anything, any campaign, donations, anything like that from corporate interests, special interests, anything of the sort. Let's bring members of Congress back to representing us. If a corporation or a special interest wants to lobby a member of Congress, that's great. They should do it in a public forum. Members of Congress should have public sessions where their constituents can show up, including corporations, and they can have a conversation about what that member of Congress should be doing to represent their constituents. Why is this controversial? Why are we allowing this to happen? I understand that members of Congress need money in order to fund campaigns. I get that. But what you're doing here is you basically have opened Pandora's box that now money dictates who our representatives truly represent. That's insane. Other countries have found ways to either ban lobbying or to curb it, and what you can earn from it or what they're able to kind of offer. We should be doing the same. There are so many things that we could potentially do here that would just curb lobbying, and that would bring our representatives back to representing the people. So that's our list, everyone. This was segment 1 in a 4-segment episode. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. We'd like to see what you would like added. Do you agree? Are these things that you think would help make the government better? Or are we too far gone? Thanks for joining us, everyone. If you made it this far, remember to like, comment, and subscribe to help get this party started. And remember, be good, stay humble, speak freely.